Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, it's nice to have you. I hope you guys all had a nice Christmas time and that you've brought in the new year on a very happy note. I'm going to get straight into doing my sort of book series, which I know I've been promising for a while. So today I am going to share with you Labyrinth and also The Dark Crystal. So we'll quickly go through them. You can see I've sort of tabbed off some pages that I would like to share. I don't think I would be allowed to flick through the whole book. I'm not too sure what the rules on things like that are, so I'm going to just play it safe and show you guys what I think is quite interesting, like the artwork styles and things like that. So we'll crack on and do that. And then I also have some Studio Ghibli ones to do. I'll probably record them this evening, and then I'm not going to lie, don't know when they'll be uploaded, but it will be soon. So we'll start with Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, and then I'll move on to the Studio Ghibli ones in my next video. But I'm just going to pop the camera to face the books so that you guys can see them. So I am over and out myself, and we'll get on to the books. Thanks guys. Okay, kicking off with our first book, which is the ultimate visual history of Labyrinth, which I absolutely love the cover to that book. Labyrinth is one of my favourite films, so I had to get this. I've had it for years and I don't think I've ever actually read through it. So this section here is Jim Henson's Creature Shop. You can obviously pause this at any point if you guys want to actually read anything that's covered here. But I love the fact that you can see Ludo right there. I always find it interesting when you get pictures behind the scenes and things like that. So I'll move on. In fact, I'm going to remove these little tabs as I go along. And the second page, which I really liked, is just some like rough artwork. Again, you guys can just pause this if there's anything that you would like to read. But it's quite nice. It's quite nice to see pictures behind the scenes and things like that. And then this section is basically all about Sarah. And I really like that image here, where she's just sitting with Hoggle. And then we have one of my favourite characters, Sir Didymus, and of course Ambrosia the dog. I love all the little sketches of him there. Especially this one. I like his face here. Apologies, you can probably hear my dog trying to get into the kitchen because my partner is currently cooking. And again, excuse me, we have Sir Didymus here. I'll take that back a little bit so that you guys can see it a little bit better. And some sketches just here as well, which I really love. I'm actually trying to get into drawing myself, so using like the sketches here, for instance, they would be quite good to try and copy, just to try and get some line work done correctly. So I will put this book to good use. And here we have one of my favourite dogs, Ambrosia. And then we have another favourite character of mine, Ludo, which looks very strange when you see someone peeking out of his head. And some quite cool sketches too. And again, I'm going to say this a lot, but another one of my favourite characters in the Labyrinth was the Junk Lady. And there she is in all her glory. And a little sketch here. And again, you guys can just pause if you would like to read this. And we have some sketches of our favourite little worm. And again, if you guys want to pause to actually read any of this, I'll just make sure it all gets in the screen at some point. And then we have these guys, the Fairies. Again, I would really like to be able to draw things like this myself, so the sketches will be really, really helpful when I start that journey. And here we just have some various sketches, mainly of like characters that are in the ball scene, the ballroom scene. Which I love. I think they're all very unique. So yeah, plenty of me to try and sort of copy from when I do start my drawing journey. And we've got some more little sketches here. Let's see if I can show you through this. So on some of the pages, you get like little pamphlets. So I'll see if I can hold this properly to let you guys see it. But the artwork, I think, is just amazing. There's a few drawings in this little pamphlet. Okay, so that was the last page there. And you can see some more little sketches just here. I think that was all I had sort of marked off of interest, although if anyone is a fan of Labyrinth, I highly, highly recommend getting this book. It goes into a lot of detail just about behind the scenes, and I think just for the artwork alone, you know, if you are a true fan of the movie, it is much more than worth it, or it was for me at least anyway. So, and this is just the little bit on the back of the book, if anybody wants to pause and read that. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed looking through that, and I will quickly move on to my Dark Crystal one, and then like I said, the Studio Ghibli ones will be in my next video. So this is the cover of the Dark Crystal one. And oops. So this is the first page I wanted to show. I really like this image of Jim Henson with one of the puppets. And then we have some pretty cool little sketches on the second page there. Come on. I really need a better method of doing this, don't I? Okay, so that is an image of the crystal itself, I believe, and it probably tells you quite a lot about it. As you can see, there's quite a lot of writing, but it's impressive to just see the crystal. Okay, next we have quite a few images of some of the characters here. I really love the details on their faces, you know, the expressions and everything. And some more pictures here. And then I really like this one here. You actually get a sense of what kind of goes on behind the scenes type thing. And then everyone's favourite, the Skeksis. So we have some images here. I actually really like this image. And next we have the Landstriders, which are the really huge creatures. If anyone's seen the film, obviously you guys will know exactly what they are. And some little sketches here. And again, more landsliders. Oh, I really love this little guy. So this is Fizzgig. I really love this picture here. He was a very cute character in the movie. And I actually just really liked this image, so I wanted to share that. And on this is just sort of stuck to the paper here, but it was the Dark Crystal celebration, and it was December the 13th 1982 at 10 p.m. Somewhere that I'm not aware of. This ticket admits to and must be presented at the door. So unfortunately that's for a celebration in a very long time ago. But it's nice to have things like that. And then I think this was actually just the movie poster. I don't know if that's the one they went with in the end, but I think that was the original movie poster. And then the last thing from this book that I wanted to share, I thought that image was really stunning. And then, like in our Labyrinth one, this actually opens up and we have some images inside, so I would quite like to share them. Again, this will be very useful when I'm actually trying to teach myself how to draw. Oops. Just making a mess here. They are pretty good books for any fans. Like I said, the content that's inside I absolutely love. And if you are a huge fan of the books, I would say that both the Labyrinth and the Dark Crystal ones are very much worth the money. It's unfortunate, I don't think I can actually just flick through and show you guys every single page. But like I said, I took some little, these things, just to share the pages that I thought were maybe the most interesting. Now, obviously that's not necessarily going to be the most interesting to you guys, but I hope that you liked what you've seen, and if you enjoyed it and want to go and purchase one of these books for yourself, I certainly hope you enjoy reading through them and getting to know sort of character details a bit more in depth, you know, a bit more of backstories on things. But yeah, for me it was very much worth it, and I will get on to doing Studio Ghibli books next. So that was the Dark Crystal and the Labyrinth, and they are both called the Ultimate Visual Histories. I'm pretty sure they're available on Amazon. I can't quite remember how much I paid for them. Wasn't a huge amount, but like I said, very worth it if you are a fan of either movie. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.